Thank you, Dr. Nandi. We have about 15-20 minutes for comments and questions from any of you that like to speak. There is a mic apparently that is going to be going around. So if you would like to speak, please do just quickly give your name and introduce yourself. Yeah.
Myself, Umesh Prasad Singh, student of Calcutta University, Department of English Literature. Especially my area is literary criticism, in which I write philosophical and articles based on literary criticism. What I would like to mention after reading and after hearing the discourses on the book, particularly mentioned Churning the Earth, I am reminded of a great essay written by T.S. Eliot, Tradition and Individual Talent. This is a very important essay where all the phenomenon, what we are trying to discuss, Amitabh Buddha has mentioned in his way of discourse. It was humorously discussed. But what I would like to mention is this, that the particular situation which we are facing today in the whole world, the convention in the year 1992 which was held in Rio, that was an ecological balance, what you call it, a radical ecological democracy, which you mentioned. The whole phenomenon needs an attitudinal change of mind set of our people to get into the system of transformation from head, the heart and the hand. These three things, as ascribed and advocated by Swami Vivekananda, must be contemplated for holistic development and growth. This is what I feel as a writer.
Thank you, Mr. Who else? Please, at the back. That mic is actually working, so maybe if you just get up and speak a little bit loudly. Okay. Is it on?
Yeah, could you switch the mic on?
The way you narrated the happening of the world, India, do you think it's because of our bogus democracy or something else?
I have a question for Asim. Actually, you spoke about...
please do introduce yourself.
I am Asit, and we have done some common research on special economic zones. You spoke of radical democracy as alternative. Now, this word democracy has been very, very problematic, because if you look at all the interventions, right, from Libya to Iraq, all has been done in the name of democracy. So one has to really define what is democracy. So when we talk about radical democracy, you have talked about various people's movements showing the way out. But I don't know how isolated struggles will surface in the age of nation states, because I think when you talk about transformation and alternatives, we have to define the system, and the system has a certain systemic logic which is geared towards profit and accumulation, which is guaranteed by the nation state. And there when Amitabh talked about party and politics, unless you have a agenda to transform the nation state, is alternatives possible?
Anybody else would like to? Yes.
Am I audible?
No, you're not. Use the mic.
Yeah, myself Shobhit, I am finance professional. I work for a corporate. And my thing is that what keeps on igniting me is, this is the first time. This is a very, it has never been like before. This is the first time the world's natural resources are in the hands of all these big energies companies, be it BHP Billiton or the big energy companies. And you have worldwide energy policies dedicated to help them beat their private GD. How do you see who is going to tell them, who is going to tell them to make a planet beautiful? How you can rely on the wisdom of the individual corporate, and especially in the sense, especially in the regime when the government are with them. And I don't think anybody who speaks anything against it is regarded as part of this unprogressive, or if you, that's all. That's all. How you are going to cater it? You see this. Yeah.
Thank you. Corwin, please.
Sorry, it's not really. My name's Katrina, and I used to work in the environmental movement in the UK. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of cheer, something a little cheerful. A good friend of mine who's still working in the UK was recently on a panel because the UK government were concerned that the very good habitat legislation in the UK might be impacting the economic recovery. So my friend served on this panel, and they found that, on the contrary, the companies, the commercial world, were very happy with the habitat legislation because it gave them a level playing field. And they had learned to work around it, and they were very happy with it, thank you. So the UK government was a little disappointed, and the habitat legislation remains intact.
Thank you. Yeah.
तीनों पैनलिस्ट की बात सुन के आपके मन में अगली किताब का क्या टाइटल बन रहा है?
Great army.
थैंक यू विजय जी, आपने इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं किया, मैं पता था मुझे पता जी। और कोई anybody else would like to quick comment and then yeah please.
Just a addition to this whole thing is in this RED or RED, what is the position of morality and ethics in that democracy which has not been there?
Thank you. The people with questions and comments are very, very succinct, so we do have time for a couple of more. Right?